is the first time in recent time you will see when the neck of an NSC declares strike, the constituents of the NSC go back to their constituency, because the affiliate of the NSC are the industrial unions. So the power of the industrial union is at play. And once an industrial union take a decision, you can't suspend that decision as you revert back to the industrial unions. And that was why the first talk by the NLC, and in appraising that with their subsequent statement, first, you can't negotiate because you have not created the room to even talk. So you must first go back to status quo ante. It's a fundamental principle in negotiations. So NLC taking that stand reinforced our confidence. And that is why of the 43, 44 industrial affiliates, each affiliate of the NSC, NEC, takes its decisions. And as we speak, although I don't know the total numbers now, we see close to 70% of those affiliates have taken their decision. But you have to go back and take that decisions. So that decision stands, irrespective of any black injunctions. And that is part of why, as JAF, we had to warn Comrade Ada Oshimole to be warned on this matter. But any element that try to undermine the will of our organization should also be prepared to bear the consequences. You see, the days of just threats with disband organizations are gone. It's only an irresponsible government that do that. You see, before are very high, we see same elements that infiltrated our mass protest in 2012, who today occupy the seat of offices, of government offices, trying to unleash terror or any other thing on us. And that's why the current generations will understand clearly where we are coming from. So we have confidence on that. Secondly, we don't deal with individuals, because since they are in a position in the past to corrupt some elements in labor, they think it will always be so. There is a greater resolve, and the struggle we have now goes beyond the NLC. The struggle of the Nigerian people to resist all these kind of impositions. Because somebody yesterday now, who has now suddenly now become sworn in as a president, can now issue threat. Some of us have gone beyond threat. And JAB as an independent boss will not condone that. We will not use anything to divide us. On this issue, we are clear about it. You see? And the attempt to use whether the, what do you call it? The ethnic and religious, or even the Labour Party. Why to be Labour, we will fight the Labour Party. We are clear. On this issue of impositions, we will fight any government that stand in the way of the Nigerian people. So all those petty intrigues and others cannot stand. And to show you the desperations of a government whose legitimacy is in context, where they need to plant stories in national daily newspapers, NSC is divided in their own imaginations. There's nothing like an NSC Southwest or NSC North or whatever. The structure is intact. And we are talking of an organization that have withstood all these sentimental resort to sentimental attachment 73 years ago. So let nobody dare the people. You see? So for NLC, we are sure they will live by their words. Because it has implications. Because they derive their mandate from their various constitutions. So that gives us enough confidence on that. So if you want to go and arrest them, go and try arresting them. As that will resolve the problem. Why can't the government face the profiteers? If you are profiteers who are lifting this food, who are cheating on the economy, less than 2,000 people, you know them. So that is why the profiteers themselves are those in government. You see, because they use the government to officially loot. It was criminal for anybody to spend foreign exchange in this country. The man who is the president now brought in billions to start spending foreign exchange at the campaign time. So where did they get it? So that's what is happening. So we are fighting big capital, national and internationally. And simply because we want to prove I can cow the people, I will unleash punishment on the people. That's why I make that reckless statement. As a citizen in our country, we must be prepared to challenge any individual. Because sovereignty resides in us. Sovereignty does not reside in anybody simply because you occupy political post. So that is what is happening. And that's why abnormality is now being turned now as normal. Because the president has talked under whatever guise, then it has to be obeyed. As citizens, we have a right to challenge that. Everybody cannot be quiet. So for JAF, on that, so that is the thing. So I think our colleague will also contribute to that. But it's fundamental to make that point that no one, in the name of collective power, uses recklessly to intimidate our population.
So before our police come in, I mean, maybe we should know that.
Yet, Abi. So let's wait and see who shifts. But on our part, we will not. Because an individual cannot enforce himself on the people, except the people want to be slaves forever. That's the point. An individual, you get it. You are supposed to govern according to the consent of the people. No individual has that grace or power. Don't play God. I think that's the point. So for us, we uphold our principles and we are relating on principles. For the TUC, we can only urge them to see reasons why they stand on the side of the Nigerian people. Like I said, we stand on principles. And what are our principles of struggle? Ideological commitment. We are not just struggling. Ideological commitment. Committed to what? Are we committed to the people or we are committed to the market? So we can't betray the people. It's a fundamental thing. Why that ideology there is that the interest of the people at all times is primary in whatever we do and to every level. Second, the principle of continuous struggle. Why continuous struggle? As long as exploitation remains, we must struggle. Third, we must be on the side of the people all the time. That's why we're in the Okada struggle. where people consider it elitist. Are Okada people not ordinary people? Are they not members of the country? So that's what informed JAF's involvement in all those struggles. Because we have to be on their side to defend their interests at all times. And the last one of those core principles, defense of our organizations. You don't touch on our organizations. You don't divide our organizations. You don't misrepresent our organizations. We have to defend it at all times. So all those who have tried to lead our organizations and profit from that, we keep on the fight against them. And it's part of what informed our warning Adam Oshiomhole. Because you don't struggle with us. You don't do things with us on principles. And you feel you can betray the people who expose you. And that's why we also warn Labour. Yes, he's a member of Labour. But he's not a trusted member of Labour. We must know where our trusts are. So all those who are doing it, and that's why we are warning this road, we are going to expose all of them. You see? So that we put a stop to betrayal and those who are undermining the collective will and interests of our people.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me first say that the people at no time should be confused about their organizations. In this struggle, we have faced challenges. You see, and one of the challenges you face is the challenge of the state, which at all times try to divide and undermine our movement. And every time it has come, we have fought it. So, the questions about Peter Obi, there's a difference between the structures of the Labour Party and the Nigerian Labour Congress that has declared a strike. Yes, the Labour Party has its origin, but the Labour Party is not the same as the Nigerian Labour Congress that have declared a strike. So there's a battle in the Labour Party. So and that's why I try to clear that even if Labour Party has won the election, it's the same energy we are using now, we use to say you cannot impose fuel prices on us. So that should be clear about it. But as a party that derives from us, we also have a responsibility to insist on certain primary values of such a party, which I think last NSC tried to do, to say, come, this is the values of labor. It does not mean we entirely hold the soul of that party. When the same ruling class members, the same elements in government, who have used their funds to take control of that kind of a structure. So now that it's against them, that's why they are complaining. Let it be clear. There is a Labour Party in which we may not have full control. But the soul of what the Labour Party does as a Labour fundamental principles, which we stand to defend at all times. So let nobody confuse us. Let them go and battle their case in court. It's the same way we have said. You see that's part of the anomalies that you have. Because when you have not concluded a process, it opens to manipulation of that system. It's unfortunate that we have today somebody heading our country, and his election is other questioning. What do you expect? And that's why people want to impose negotiations. You want the NSC to talk with you. What qualifies you to do a talk? Where is it ever done? You want to talk? You have imposed prices? Where is the fairness? The issues are clear. But before you can harass a lot of other people, there are people that cannot be harassed. We will tell you to your face. And that's why we are trying to encourage the youth. You see, you are in a period, don't allow yourself to be harassed by any so-called individual in the guise of holding governmental power. But we shall get there. Because your lies and falsehood will not make you right or win the argument or debate. So now we have appealed to the NSC. Stand resolved. Because we own our country and must defend the souls of our own country with whatever we have. Okay. So because these characters themselves are characters that are here. At some point, trying to identify they are in the people's struggle. So it's moments like this that they are revealed out. And I commend everybody to go and read an article today by Wela Kamfa. The President Tinubu wa Awolowo. What Awo will have done. You get it? It's a complete indictment of their deceitful character. So any nation without honor suffers. You get it? But even in that, you see, that's why when there are no honors, there are honors that carried by very few, the defense of that society. So we will not abandon the honor to defend principles. We will not abandon the honor to defend our people. Because it's simply unbearable for a lot of Nigerians